Please welcome FINNEAS. Welcome to the show, FINNEAS. You're coming back to Australia in Jan. Are you looking forward to an Australian summer?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Australia all year round, but the fact that I get to escape even Los Angeles winter, which is kind of mild by winter standards, and come spend time in Brisbane and Melbourne, Sydney in the summertime is pretty exciting. Can't wait.
That is all of Australia. Perth, you're not real. Now, FINNEAS, I saw you say recently, this is how much you love Australia, I love this, that you have favourite coffee shops and restaurants in Australia. Do you want to give a shout out to one of your Aussie favourites?
Sure. I mean, my disclaimer is these are the ones I've been to. I'm sure there are thousands of good ones that I haven't been to. I really like Walrus Cafe. And then there's a restaurant called Cam's. I think it's called Cam's Kiosk in Melbourne.
I'm going there tomorrow morning.
Love.
Oh, it's so good.
No way.
Isn't it?
Whoa.
Serious?
All
yeah.
right. This makes me feel, you're making me feel like an aficionado. I feel good.
Your new video for Cleats actually took me back to a point in time that I had forgotten because it opens with a shot of an iPod Nano.
Hell yeah.
You're only 27. Surely you don't remember iPods.
Oh, that iPod Nano is like a thing that I remember that so well. I was like, I must have been like 10 years old when that came out.
Yes.
Anyway, so I loved that iPod Nano. I couldn't afford it as a 10-year-old, so I think I asked for it for Christmas and then did not receive it. I don't think my parents could afford it either. But anyway, I have one now. Now that it's obsolete and you can't load any new songs on it, I have one. So there you go.
I don't remember any of that stuff because I'm way too young, but I just wanted to list some of your achievements for the last 12 months. Like, it is quite the lineup. You released an album, a new album with Billie as well, a new solo album. You won 2 Grammys, you won an Oscar, and then got 3 Grammy nominations for next year.
Oh my God.
Have you always been an underachiever, or...?
Man, when I hear it, it sounds so ridiculous, and I really just feel so grateful. All those things are so sort of far beyond the scope of anything I even really hoped about or dreamed about as a kid. As a kid, I just hoped I'd get to like play small shows someday.
Of all of those things that happened, though, what meant the most to you?
I think anytime I get to be on stage with my sister, that's particularly meaningful to me. We got to play a lot of those shows. We got to play the Oscars and the Grammys, and I think they're nerve-wracking. You have a lot of adrenaline because they're live TV like this, and I think that those things really just sort of stick in your brain because you have all that adrenaline in you. So those were memorable moments.
Where's the Oscar?
I have it on a shelf that is like, whenever anybody points it out, I'm like, pick it up. Like, I think that like anytime I can give somebody like a weird experience they've never had, I'm like, yeah, go for it. It's pretty fun to hold, can't lie.
Oh, I have to ask you though, FINNEAS, what do you think could possibly top a year like 2024? What have you got in store next year?
Well, I mean, coming to see the good people of Australia is something I really am earnestly looking forward to so much. I got to come to Australia as part of the Laneway tour 2 years ago, and I just had the best time. And so when we planned this year of touring around my new album, I was like, can we start in Australia? Because I love it there so much, and it's the time of year I like to be in Australia the most. So
You said you like going to all these cafes. What's your coffee order? That's often a common question in Australia.
Well, in Australia, you guys do a thing that they don't do enough in America, which is you put like either a slice of orange or orange peel or orange rind in like an Americano or a cold brew. That's just really classy. That's just super nice.
Yeah.
I love that you guys do that.
I love that
you
you
also
think we're
poach
classy.
an egg. You poach an egg like nobody's business. In the United States, we don't understand poached eggs the way that you guys do.
Yeah.
It's an Australian expertise.
We had the opportunity to talk to Billie earlier this year, and she actually said that you both have a very respectful, creative partnership. Everything's such a great collaboration, but no one gets out of childhood or survives childhood without a fight with their siblings. So what did you two used to scrap over when you were kids?
Well, this is sort of an answer. I think the real truth is we didn't fight all that much as kids. We fought a very regular amount, but the one example I can think of is I came home one day when I was probably about 12 or 13. And I came home and Billie and her friend were outside and they were doing a yard sale and they were selling just things that they found in my room. They were just selling stuff of mine from my room.
Entrepreneurs.
And I was like, guys, like this is, and I just sort of like scooped it all up. I was like, that's my cell phone, and that's my. It's like, this is crazy. But you know, they're trying to make money. I respect the hustle.
Well, tickets to see FINNEAS on his For Crying Out Loud tour are on sale now. Would you please thank FINNEAS? We'll save some cold brew for you.
Thank you, guys. Nice to see you guys. Have a great rest of your night.